blonde hair, blue eyes that'll make you faint on sight. But she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me.
Hey guys, so for today's look I decided to play with some colors and use my Morphe 35B palette. I was feeling super uninspired, didn't know what to film, so I just decided to throw on some colors and glitters and see what came out. In the middle of the video I really wanted to stop. I was so annoyed with all the outside noise going on and I didn't like the look at all. But I'm super happy I finished it because now I love it and I hope you like it too. If you want to know how to get the look, then just keep on watching and we'll get straight into the tutorial. So you probably all know by now how I'm going to be starting off this look. I'm going to be applying MAC Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot onto my eyelids using a buffer brush. And I'm going to be setting that eyeshadow base using the NYX Vixen single eyeshadow. So as you can see, I applied a little bit of tape onto the side of my eye to make the lines a little bit sharper and make the eyeshadow go on more easy. I want to use my Morphe 35B palette and I think I'm going to go with green and blue shades. And I'm going to be applying first a light brown shade in the palette with a Zoeva 221 brush, just a fluffy brush. Just to get a little bit of that transition going. I think I'm going to be grabbing my Morphe 35O palette real quick just to get a more light brown shade for that crease and outer V. This super light brown, warm tone shade into the crease using that same fluffy brush. So now that we have that really soft brown transition shade, I'm really nervous for this because I didn't really plan out what I was going to do. But I'm feeling so uninspired lately that I just wanted to grab this palette and just do whatever. From the Morphe 35B palette, I'm going to be starting off by using this orange shade, blending that into the upper crease on that outer V area. So now for the colors, I'm going to be starting off by using green shades, also blending them into the crease and focusing them a little bit more into the front of the crease. Really quickly just going back in with that light brown shade into the middle to blend the two colors together and try to connect the two. So now I am going to be using the Morphe 35O again, just on the outer V area to darken it up a little bit. So now I think I'm going to be cutting the crease halfway with concealer. I already did one eye because the church bells were ringing for like 10 minutes and I'm very annoyed right now. So just moving on. So as you can see, I just added that green sparkly shade from the Morphe 35B onto the cut crease area. So now I'm just blending out the edges using a dark brown shade. So just because I don't like the color payoff of that Morphe green shade, I'm now going to add a little bit of MAC's mixing medium onto the outer part. Grabbing a pigment from MAC. I'm going to wipe away all the fallout and take off the tape and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have this done, it's time to move on to face makeup. For foundation, I'm using my Benefit Hello Flawless foundation, and just one drop mostly is enough. And especially with this hot weather, I don't want a ton of foundation, so. For concealer, of course, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape. Blending that out using my beauty blender. To bronze up my skin, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. Now for blush, I'm using NARS Gina blush. And I'm focusing that mostly on this part right here and then taking it down onto the apples of my cheeks. For highlighter, I'm using Meraki Cosmetics Cybele. On my lower lash line, I'm just going to be using some of the brown shades from the Morphe 35B that I also use in my crease. And then off camera, I'll be applying mascara, eyeliner, and some lashes. Of course, I'll tell you what lashes I used once I have them on, so I'll be right back. So I just added some eyeliner, mascara, and the Annytude Fairy lashes. And I also popped some little stars into my inner corner because I just felt the look was missing something a little bit extra, so that's what I did. For lips, I'm starting off by using the Too Faced Melted Sugar. So to complete the look, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in KT. It's just a nice gloss with some gold specks in it. And once we have our lips done, this look is complete. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what colors, palettes, products, whatever you would like me to use in my next video. And I hope to see you soon.